The people united shall never be defeated. The people united shall never be defeated. The people united shall never be defeated.
Don't stop.
What do you think about the narrative at the moment to people crossing the channel? How do you think that we should be tackling the small boats crisis?
I'm quite simple, refugees welcome.
Hello, I'm here in Liverpool city centre on this busy Sunday afternoon. It's just beginning to really get busy now, it's 12 noon. The screenshot at the front was Comrade Corbyn at St George's Hall yesterday, refugees welcome. I noticed the absence of other Liverpool MPs there giving Comrade Corbyn support. Maybe you were there, maybe I didn't see them. Can anyone let me know? Where was Ian Bain? Where is George Howarth? I don't know. Maybe they've realised now that the approach regarding refugees welcome and also George Howarth condemning his own constituents is now beginning to backfire. You see, like I suggested in a previous video, Jeremy Corbyn should have went to the residents of Knowsley Village in Kirkby, knocked on a few doors and asked the people what the score was there, what's happening, what's the real issue on the ground, what is the problem. And he should have went and spoke to the people of Kirkby and Knowsley Village, the communities in and around Knowsley, let's call it. Right, but he hasn't done. As far as I'm aware, let me know if he has. As far as I'm aware, he hasn't. As George Howarth, the MP for Knowsley, has he been knocking on the doors of his constituents in Knowsley that he's represented since 1986? I doubt it. He's another one, like many of these MPs, he's a say now. He's took his constituents for granted. They're going to vote for me, come what may, so I can condemn them, call them, say what I want, but you're going to pay for this at the next general election. Trust me. And you, Ian Bain, no doubt after you've been an MP for a while, you'll be Sir Ian Bain. You're another one, refugees welcome. People now will have a choice in the general election to vote for other candidates that are not pushing this silly nonsense of refugees welcome. Also, there's other screenshots and videos. There was a march in Ireland yesterday. Ireland for all, for everyone, just all come in. You see, there was so many on that protest because they're all political activists and people with a political agenda. They weren't the public like the other march. I've also included. You've watched that before, right? They're the real public, right? Those on the Ireland for all, they're people with a political agenda. They don't represent the public, right? There is a difference, trust me. All the same, those calling for Ireland for all, what planet are you on? As I've said, Dublin, 1.2 million people. That's not going to take too long before it changes irreversibly where it can't be changed back. The Emerald Isle gone forever. Is that what you want, all you Ireland for all? And it's the same here. The councillors, MPs here in Liverpool, especially those in Kensington and Fairfield, where I'll be standing in this May's council elections, you need to nail your colours to the mast and say what's been done to Kensington and Fairfield is a model example of diversity and cultural transformation, and it should be repeated right across the city. But no, none of you will. So I make this video again to highlight the hypocrisy of all these people, the double standards, and you, Sir George Howarth, criticising your own constituents. And I think you've now realised you've made a big bloomer there. I'm sure you know now you have, right? Because you're silent, You haven't been round knocking on the doors of your constituents in Knowsley. As far as I'm aware, can anyone let me know if he has? Refugees welcome, right? I want to ask all you councillors, all you MPs, all you refugees welcome, obsessive. How many then? Refugees welcome, how many? 1,000, 10,000, 20,000? Is it indefinite? Is it going to go on forever? You know, till they stop coming here, which they're not going to, right? So how many? And to believe it's not having an impact on the NHS and local services is ludicrous. Of course it is. You, Ian Byrne, my MP for West Derby, I genuinely believe you don't believe this nonsense of refugees welcome. But you're just parroting the line they all do because you know you'll get on parroting that line. You, Sir George Howarth, you're probably another one, right, where you just have to go along with it. Jeremy Corbyn, I believe you believe it because I don't think you're batting on a, you know, you're not altogether with us if you ask me. But anyway, that's your prerogative, sir. If you want to believe in that nonsense, you know, that's up to you. But don't force it on the good people of Liverpool because our city now is being culturally transformed through refugees, asylum seekers, migrants, immigrants, whatever status they hold. It's been changed where we're losing our Scouse culture, our Liverpool status, and we've got to oppose this. It is wrong. But the good people of this city, I know now, they're beginning to see what's happening and they understand what mass immigration means to this city. It means we lose our Scouse culture, our inheritance that's ours that we have to pass down to our kids and grandkids, and we also lose our Liverpool status. Okay, thank you.